some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Ready to get this one going. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. This is ahead for about 5. Christian Harris on the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays. But when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone. Now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. Christian
Christian Benford has it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kickoff taken at the 3. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to throw, Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And plenty of hang time on this one. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. First and 10 from the 41. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Again, it's Cook. He breaks a tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points.
Alert, alert, alert! Go.
First down throw for Allen. Has it in close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Tank Dell. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. They're on the 27-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game.
Texans 7. Tiny Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. One of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try the right side with Cook. There's a lane past the 45. He cuts it toward the right sideline. There's a lot of space. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. Dell now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Finding Collins. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Has him on the quick hitter. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got to go back for this one. Great punt. Fair caught at the 6. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Cook. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Handoff here to Davis. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Now Allen going to the air. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now it's Cook. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills trying to add to their lead. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Alert!
Allen to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run it with Cook. Open space inside the 40. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down. Throwing now from the gun. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Now run by Cook. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Amendola able to put it through. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
There's a hot.
Shroud. He throws a bullet to the center. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to...
And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans lower the deficit they face. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Cook. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. This is Cook on the handoff. Still working past the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Connects with Cook. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Allen. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills grow their lead yet again. Pass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Ball at the 33 for first down. Back to throw. Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a small chunk off that lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Texans get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another one for Cook. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Cook. He's contained at the line for no gain. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Bills football, and they can pretty well cruise the rest of the way. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills keep running away with this. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills continue adding on to that lead. Bass now to kick this away. Dell now to return it. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Pass taken in by Diggs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completed to Collins. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 2nd down.
All right.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Clean breakup on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Now it's Stroud. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. From the red zone now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on it. Here he is on 3rd and long. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Fairbairn now for the PAT. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Texans get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and it sets up a Houston 1st. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Trying to push it deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here's Cook. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.